This morning, we're expected to learn more about a murder on the H3 freeway. It happened just after 6:15 last night. Police say witnesses saw a man standing over a woman and stabbing her in the westbound lanes of the freeway.
This is Donna Alotaibi, a 27-year-old woman living on a military base with her husband in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Honolulu police are investigating a murder that occurred this evening on the H3 freeway. Police tell us a woman who was stabbed has died after being taken to the hospital.
Oh, well, you have a recording of him saying he was going to kill you, but how do we know it's actually him?
Honolulu police are still investigating whether the couple had a history of abuse.
Living a very outgoing and public lifestyle, Donna has no shame in who she is. But in 2022, an argument on the H3 in Honolulu, Hawaii, led to her murder. The suspect, her own husband, an active duty Marine.
29-year-old Bryant Tejeda-Castillo was charged with second-degree murder after allegedly stabbing his estranged wife, 27-year-old Donna Alotaibi, to death.
The issue? Donna feared for her life, and she let military officials know over and over again.
So many situations where his higher-ups were involved, police was involved, and nothing has happened to him.
So why were her repeated cries for help constantly ignored? Was Donna's very public and sexual lifestyle a stigma against her as a person?
They all fucking know me as a fucking you get to be my fucking husband. That's so fucking embarrassing. When I go to the PX, when I go to the MCX, like the fucking cops look at me and they fucking know me as that stupid you get to be my fucking husband.
Did those involved not see her as worthy for the help that she deserved? Did the United States military fail in protecting Donna from one of their own? And should they pay the price also?
Why does this military spouse have the Cornhub page?
You know how stupid I feel right now.
What you're about to witness is a woman who was bullied, sexually harassed, abused, and it's a heartbreaking story that did not have to end this way.
What can I do? Why is he so untouchable?
A desperate woman with her life spiraling out of control puts it all on the line and goes public with her cries for help. But not enough is done. And as a result, she's murdered on the side of the road in front of hundreds of people. This is the murder of Donna Alotaibi. There is no mystery about this story. Donna Alotaibi was murdered on the side of the highway in Honolulu, Hawaii. The suspect, her own husband, Bryant Tejeda-Castillo, an active duty Marine. But the question is, how did we get here? Was Donna's cries for help ignored because of who she was?
All my shut 'em with us get paid, get money, or you're getting played. Shut 'em with us, get down like me, poppin' expensive pussy.
We're following breaking news out of Kailua. We've been following the story for a couple hours now. Police are investigating a homicide on the H3 freeway after a woman was fatally stabbed.
Donna and Bryant had a rocky marriage, and she made it known that her husband allegedly abused her both physically and mentally. In hours and hours of footage posted online by Donna, she pleads for help. And she claims that the military did nothing to do so.
But I'm just getting haunted by all these memories of him putting his hands on me. And then even when I reached out for help, like nothing was done at all. And I'm thinking like, what can I do? Why is he so untouchable? There's one recording that I have of him and he leaked out my personal information. I told him, hey, by doing that, you're putting me in danger. And he's like, good, I hope you get killed. I just sent that recording to his higher ups and they haven't got back to me. But I'm like thinking and thinking like, What if they just say, okay, well, I don't know, when you get back to Hawaii from Japan, like, you just won't be in the house. Like, why is it that? Why isn't he getting jail time? Why isn't he getting demoted rank? Why isn't he getting kicked out? I've had NCIS involved. I've had CID involved. His highest command, his first sergeant, everybody involved, and he's still fine. He's still doing his daily activities in Japan, and even in here in Hawaii, he would just go back to work like normal.
Donna even records the Marine's own website, where she tries to report even more abuse.
How the f does it even happen? Like, okay, anonymous, page not found. Okay, confidential, page not found. Like, how the f am I supposed to do anything when it don't work?
Bryant, her husband, is then deployed to Japan. And once he gets there, he downloads the premium version of Tinder. Donna calls him out on it. And from that point on, their relationship begins to fall apart.
And my husband, he deployed to Japan, and on the third day, he downloaded Tinder, and he paid for Tinder Premium so he could get more matches. And all his pictures on his profile were of him not wearing his wedding ring.
With such an accusation, Bryant can be demoted and lose pay. So the military sends him back to Hawaii to deal with the situation. And also their impending divorce. And that's when things get chaotic between Donna and the U.S. military.
Right, and I'm getting kicked off Marine Base Hawaii because apparently I'm a danger to base. Like, how the f am I a danger to base? I can't even run fast.
Rumors are now flying around the base about Donna, and she now claims sexual harassment from several members of the military. From inappropriate phone calls to random Marines showing up at her doorstep. Donna says she's being harassed on all levels.
You have a Pornhub page, don't you?
Yeah.
Can I look you up? Think that's cool?
I don't know. I find that kind of really inappropriate.
No.
Yeah.
Well, my friend said that your videos were pretty good.
Is that why you knocked on my door?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not really wearing any pants, but like, let me open this door really quick. Open it? Okay, so I'm recording right now.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Bye.
And as the rumors fly, so does the bullying.
Why does this military spouse have the Pornhub page?
This is Nikki MGTV, a influencer with hundreds of thousands of followers who does videos on military gossip. That's right, military gossip. In several videos dedicated to Donna, Nikki questions her abuse and her cries for help, and essentially says that she deserves the sexual harassment that she is getting.
So as much as we want to feel sad and sorry for this person, like, yeah, you're in the hospital, you're going through something, or this poor young Marine is harassing you at your house, I'm also like, there's a reason why he has that address. There's a reason why he knows the information. There's a reason he even knocked on the door, and it's because he thought he had a chance. The fact that you're banging all these other Marines probably, and God knows who else, it just kind of leads people to believe they have a shot. It sounds like you've opened the door for some other people, which gives a mixed signal.
And even after her death, yes, after her death, Nikki blames Donna for what happened.
It was my frustration that Dana had resources that she was not utilizing or things that she could have done. I'm not trying to blame her in this situation. I know people are going to go there. But I believe that in every situation that we are in, there is a shared level of input and output of what happens within those relationships.
Nikki is a keyboard bully. That's what he is. Along with him, the abuse and claims of sexual harassment, Donna is now contemplating suicide.
I won't lie, like, I'm having thoughts of killing myself. I'm having thoughts of overdosing, and I just can't do that though. I just can't. But I want to so fucking bad.
Donna wants to go home to the mainland, but her husband Bryant says no. As a result, he threatens to take her life. Donna, in a post on social media, claims she reported this to NCIS, who essentially did nothing to protect her.
They're giving me all these numbers to call, and I'm calling them, and nothing's like coming out of it. They call the victim advocacy line, call the like national domestic abuse line, call this other number, and nothing happens. All they do is give me a runaround. Why is it that he can hit me in public, and people will tell the cops the story, and everything just gets brushed off? And I'm so stupid. I stayed so long and told all his shit just to get fucking cheated on. And when you reach out for help, nothing happens.
With her husband heading back to Hawaii from Japan, Donna now fears what could happen. The military has told Bryant to stay away from her, but Donna claims this is nothing more than a piece of paper. Did officials look at her differently because she was a self-proclaimed porn model? Is that why protection was not granted?
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, obviously if we're doing CPR, there's no pulse, and they didn't get a pulse the whole time. It's just her face. She just looked well past the point of no return, you know?
The man accused of killing his ex-wife along H3 last month pleaded not guilty today.
Donna put herself out there, and as a result, she paid the price for it. Question is, who else will pay the price for her death? Or will the system that constantly fails women around the world continue on? And everyone walks free.
I don't know, like, what if his command just brushes it off? Like, what is enough to get their fucking attention? What is enough to fucking do something to him? So dumb. Literally so fucking dumb.